I have a thing for fast machines, ripped up jeans, and black heart tattoos. I just had to try your lips. That's where all the danger lives. Sugar can be poisonous. Your kiss is a killer. Your kiss is a killer. Steal my breath, meet my death. Start that time bomb in my chest. Your kiss is a killer. Your kiss is a killer. I'm Tokyo, you're Godzilla. Your kiss is a killer. I'm taking over now, just in case you haven't guessed it. So snap a picture of us, send it off to all your exes. Nothing is as good as this. I feel the fire when you lean in. Go on, burn me up again. Your kiss is a killer. Your kiss is a killer. Steal my breath, beat my death. Start that time bomb in my chest. Your kiss is a killer. Your kiss is a killer. I'm Tokyo, you're Godzilla. Your kiss is a killer. 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 Steal my breath, be my death. Start that time bomb in my chest. Your kiss is a killer. Your kiss is a killer. I'm Tokyo, you're Godzilla. Your kiss is a killer. Kiss is a killer. Your kiss is a killer.
Hello, thank you so much for coming on the show. Looks like we have 7 listeners right now. And just to give you guys a heads up, that was Sabrina Fallah with Your Kiss is a Killer. And I have her on the air today. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
And just to give you a little bit of background on her, she is coming. You're in Ottawa,
Yeah.
Ontario, Canada, correct?
Yes.
All right. So reading the notes, I did some research on you. And Sabrina has worked with Stuart Epps, who worked with Elton John, Led Zeppelin, and Twisted Sister. Kent Wells, who worked with Dolly Parton and Chris Brickett, who worked with Quincy Jones, Sinead O'Connor, and Buffy St. Marie. I listened to Buffy for the first time. Very powerful music, not at all what I expected. I was moved by her music, actually. And you signed to your first label in 2019, right?
Yes.
And your hits include Hurt, Your Kiss is a Killer, which we just heard right now, Frontline, All or Nothing, One Chance, Breakthrough, and many more. And Sabrina, listening to your songs and seeing your titles, I know for myself, in my poetry, my biggest inspiration is usually pain, anger, all those dark feelings. Like that's usually what's resonating behind my poetry. So what motivates your music and the lyrics?
Well, sad songs sell. So when you write stuff like that, it relates because everybody goes through sadness in their life. But I write about what I go through and what others go through in life. And also sometimes I write about exactly what I've been through. Like my song "Hurt" is about a recent when I had to walk away from my friend. So, and that song has been getting picked up a lot, and a few people have told me that it has helped them in their life, or to help them walk away. That it's okay to walk away from someone if it doesn't feel right.
Right.
And you don't need to have negative energy in your life. If you want to do something, you shouldn't keep those people around. They're going to hold you back.
Right.
And,
I agree. And you're right. Sad songs or angry songs, they do sell. I was a huge Eminem fan when he was angry. when he got over all the pain and anger, I didn't like his music anymore. He's no fun anymore. So that definitely, that definitely sells. Who would you say is your biggest? I know I hear a lot of like 80s and 90s rock influence in your music. And by the way, I barely listened to you for the first time about a week ago, and I was very impressed. Like, you're on my playlist now in Apple Music, and I'm definitely going to be playing your music. Yeah, I like it. I love it, as a matter of fact. But who has been your biggest inspiration for your music as far as artists is concerned? And when did singing and you play the guitar too as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When did that cross over into like a profession? When did it go from like a hobby or a passion to something that you actually wanted to do for a living?
Okay, so my main influence, the band that got me into the music, because I used to listen to a lot of bands, but the one band that got me to be like, this is it. This is what I want to do is Green Day. So Green Day is, I look up to them. They have helped me a lot. And because I remember Billy saying this at an award show, and I forgot which one it was, but he was like, if you want to be where I'm standing right now, you can be. You just have to believe in yourself and go for it. And I took that, and I'm doing it. Having that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm glad he said that, because it helps when somebody that you look up to is actually talking to everybody, but you think they're talking to you, and it gave me more motivation to do it.
Right.
And plus, it's Green Day.
Right. Green Day is awesome. I'm a fan of their group, definitely. And there's some anger there too in their music.
Did you like their new single, Here Comes the Shock?
I have not listened to it.
Oh my God! Oh my God! You're missing out.
Okay, I'm totally gonna listen to it, because I do like their music. When did you start playing? When did you start singing?
I was born into this world. I think going into music. I started writing poetry and short stories at a very young age. I started
We have
learning,
something in common.
Yes, because poetry led me to songwriting. If you can write poetry, you can definitely write a song. It's right there. It's right in front of you.
Right.
I started learning the piano at age 10. And at 14, I won my first singing competition. And that got me to realize that I wanted to become a singer. And then in 2004, American Idiot came out, and I'm like, oh my God, I wanna be a rock singer. And I think when I was 15 or 16, I started learning the guitar. And then at 18, I really started performing like every day. Like, I started performing a lot from when I was 18. And then music was never a hobby for me. It was something I was going for. I always told
myself... You just kind of came with the poetry?
Yeah, like I always tell myself, if they can do it, I can do it. But it's a lot of work, right?
Yes, I agree. It is a lot of work. And I don't play any instruments. All I do is get on my computer and make beats and then do spoken word to beats. It's not rap music by any means, but like
no, that's not rap.
I can't imagine, right? I can't imagine like playing an instrument like that's got to be awesome. Like actually making music. That's just something I never picked up, and I don't know why I just never took the time to do it. But if
you could take your poetry and make it music if you wanted to.
I kind of do that with a spoken word. Like, so I have a YouTube channel where I read my poetry, but with music in the background. So I kind of speak it to a beat, So I kind of have been doing that just to kind of bring my poems to life. It's just poetry has been my passion. So even though I do a few things, the true passion is poetry. Like that's therapy for me. I think I've been writing since I could remember, since I was like 7 or 8 years old. I've just always
same here. I've been writing since I started school. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just when you have it, you have it, and it is therapy. A lot of people don't realize that. If you could collaborate with anyone in the industry, who would it be?
Green Day.
I knew you were going to say that. You would bring a nice spin to their music. In this industry, what would you say has been your greatest challenge?
Getting on mainstream radio. That was my hardest, but I'm glad I achieved it, but with a lot of work.
Congratulations.
But I still have a lot of work to do. But I'm glad the biggest one, I would have to say, well, of course, the first one was getting a label, but I think the next one would have to be, I don't know, it just feels like the radio was harder to get. Like, because, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I think the label and the radio were the hardest, but I can't, like, to this day, I still can't believe where I am because I'm like, really? Is it happening? But things do come true. You just have to make it happen. You're just gonna make it happen.
And you've hit the radio like worldwide, right? So like you play on a station in Chile, you play on a station in Australia. I know here in Arizona, I believe they play you on 92.1, right?
Yeah.
In California, it's 103.3.
Yeah, I'm in Canada, U.S., South America, and Europe, and I'm actually getting picked up now in England, in the UK, a lot. So that's I can now say I'm everywhere. I just haven't got to Asia yet, but that I'm still trying to get there. But eventually, it will go there. But yeah, Europe was the hardest to get on mainstream. It took a while, but I finally knocked on the right door, and they took it. And then now everybody is slowly grabbing it. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Actually, the Arizona station that's playing me was the second mainstream. I think that picked me up. Second or third.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Arizona and California are pretty. I know California. I'm from California, so maybe it's just because I'm from California, but we're pretty picky. We like a certain style. So the fact that you got picked up in California is commendable. Definitely commendable. So next up, Sabrina is going to be conquering Asia. So what we're going to do right now is and you're going to do it. I absolutely believe in you. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to play Hurt, and then we're going to come back on and talk a little bit more.
Okay.
Sitting on this floor tonight, above the broken boulevard, teardrops falling, midnight calling, holding tight to this guitar. Can't stop thinking about all the things you did to me, trying to find a melody that doesn't sound like misery. Hurt, it's only a feeling. Hurt, the pain can start the healing in my soul. Such a hard four-letter word. No one deserves this kind of hurt. When I needed someone, you were never there. You had to star in your own show. You didn't care about what I wanted, but I'm finally letting go of the hurt. Hurt, it's only a feeling. Hurt, hurt, the pain can start the healing in my soul. Such a hard four-letter word. No one deserves this kind of hurt. Since the day I said goodbye, I'm better off without you. Sometimes the truth can hurt. Hurt, hurt, the pain can start the healing in my soul. Such a hard four-letter word. No one deserves this kind of hurt.
Very heartfelt song. I think that song gave me chills. Beautiful voice, Sabrina.
Thank
And
you.
I'm tempted to ask here, and maybe again it could be because of I listen to a wide range of music, from alternative to rap to Mexican, mariachi music, the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Linda Ronstadt, you kind of have like a hint of her. I don't know if it's your voice.
Who is Linda?
But do you? Well, that's funny. She sings Blue Bayou. She's from like the 70s.
Okay, so Linda,
that was like
her
when
name
she was
is Linda.
Linda Ronstadt. Yeah, I recommend that you listen to her.
I
and
have
you might
never
even-
heard. I've never been told her. So, because I've been told I sound like Joan Jett, the Cranberries, Melissa Etheridge, but I've never heard
I hear
Linda.
that.
So, yeah.
Well, you might be inspired. I recommend Blue Bayou by Linda Ronstadt.
Blue Bayou. You know what? I'm gonna check that out because I am curious to see. So, is it in the voice you hear it? The
It's
tone?
in the. Yeah, I believe it's in the voice, because you have an ability to go high and to go low rather smoothly. Not everybody, like the Cranberries, like not everybody can pull that off like back to back, but you do rather well, and it reminds me of her.
Okay, well, I will definitely look at that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be impressed. You might find a whole new inspiration there. So I have you write your own lyrics, correct?
I write my own, and I also co-write. Yeah.
Okay. What are you working on right now?
Trying to get out of this pandemic. I'm in lockdown again.
Amen.
I'm in lockdown again. But the thing is, hopefully soon I can get into the studio, but I can't promise anything because where the studio, normally where I sometimes go to record is in Toronto, and they're really bad right now with the whole COVID thing. So anywhere I go, I can't even go. I'm in lockdown. I can't even travel. So sorry, guys, I can't go anywhere right now.
We'll be patient.
But all
we'll
I
wait.
can say is this: I'm staying positive because as soon as everybody gets the vaccine, we're back to normal, and then I can go back and do my thing. But I have songs, I have ideas, I have plans for what I want to do, but I can't say when it's going to be out because I don't even know when I'm going to walk into the studio. So, but you know what? It's going to, in the end, things always happen for a reason, and it's going to, I can't wait to release some new music. And who knows, maybe I'll even have a Christmas song
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to do a Christmas song, but then the whole COVID thing started, so that got pushed back. But that's in the works. I'm working on something with that one.
And you're absolutely right that things happen for a reason. Because if it wasn't for the virus, I never would have been so bored, I guess you could say, that I would even start doing this kind of stuff or putting my poetry out there. And, so everything happens for a reason. So even though it's affected, obviously I'm not happy about the negative effects.
No.
But on a positive note, it's, I'm like, okay, I need to do something. I definitely need to do something.
Actually,
so it kind of inspired that.
Well, the pandemic has helped me a lot. I'm sorry for everybody that have been through getting COVID and that, but it helped me in a way of getting on mainstream. Because everybody was home and on their computers, I could contact people faster.
Right.
It helped me a lot with my career. And for some people it helped, for some people it didn't. But my God, it helped me a lot. But yet again, I still wish COVID didn't happen because of a lot of the things that happen with people and their families.
Right. No, absolutely. I agree with you. What would you say sets you apart from other up and coming rock artists in this day and age?
Okay, now I have to say, I have to be very careful what I say here, but I'm not trying to say other artists are not being themselves. But sometimes when new artists come out and then you see how they're trying to be somebody else or trying to act like another artist or something. Right. I stay true to myself. I get inspired, but I don't try to be them.
Right.
I sometimes feel that people come out and they're trying to make them like somebody else, and we already have that person. But a lot of artists should be who they want to be. Sometimes I don't see it. I don't believe that they're being who they are. But this is a hard question. But for me, I stay true to myself, and I don't let anybody take that away from me. Producers have tried to change me into pop, and I stuck to my guns, and I stayed who I am.
Well, that's good. We have plenty of pop artists out there.
We don't need more.
Right.
We don't need more pop. The whole world is pop.
Right.
And then,
I agree.
And then and when somebody says why did you not do pop and you did rock? Because everybody is pop and I wanted to be different.
Right.
I can sing pop, but I don't feel it when I'm singing pop. I don't feel that I'm me when I'm singing pop. I like to put more edge and attitude in my music when I'm singing. Pop,
That's awesome.
I love Avril Lavigne when she went to her crossover to her pop phase and then she went back to her rock. I love that because she's Avril, but she still had that edge in her pop.
Right.
She's still but I don't like pop too much, but Avril Lavigne, Simple Plan, pop punk style, all the way. But yeah, that's the style of pop I like, pop punk style. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. You absolutely have to stay true to yourself. Have you collaborated with anybody else in the industry?
I collaborate when I went to Nashville, actually, Hurt and Kisses a Killer, I collaborated with Bill DeLuigi. So he and I wrote those two songs. So and you like them too.
I do, as a matter of fact. I like them a lot. I'm big on words.
It's the same writer. Yeah, it's the same person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was very fun to work with, actually. Yeah, he was very good.
That's awesome. What's his name? Bill what now?
Bill DeLuigi.
Okay. DeLuigi. That sounds Italian. Is he Italian, or am I completely off?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. I just went into the room and started writing. I didn't really have time to chit chat too much while I was there. I had to get writing and in the studio and stuff. But
right.
maybe.
What places have you toured to? Because Nashville, that's a pretty
I performed at a songwriters night there. Actually, I sang for 3 to 4 hours in the studio that day recording, and then I had a show.
Oh, wow.
I was told not to sing, but I said, you know what? You only come here once in a lifetime, and I'm going to perform and say I performed here, because my voice was shot. But I just had to sing 3 songs, and I didn't have to sing it over and over and over and over again, like in the studio. I also performed, and I also went to Barbados.
Oh.
Yeah, I got an opportunity
to sing. What was
that
like?
Well, I was the only Canadian there at the festival, and they always called me Miss Ottawa. And you know what's interesting? Because they recognized me everywhere I went, with makeup or without makeup. And everywhere I go, they recognize me. I'm like, this is fantastic.
That's an awesome feeling.
Yeah, I love it. I have been recognized in the mall as well. I barely have, I'm not dressed up or anything. And people just look at me and say, hi, Sabrina. I'm like, how did you recognize me? Oh, we just look at you and know it's you. I'm like, damn it. I'm very noticeable. But actually,
that's a good thing, though.
I love being approached. I love being recognized, and I love talking and meeting new people. I don't think I'm ever gonna be the type that doesn't want to be noticed. Like, I want people to not be afraid to come up and say hi. Like, I love interaction with people.
Right.
And especially now, since I'm in this pandemic, not having too much of it, I actually want it more. Because I feel so distanced from people right now.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what would you say has been your craziest experience, like, performing?
Oh, tripping on the guitar cord. I was wearing heels, and normally the cable is in front of me when I'm playing guitar. I put it behind me by accident, and I stepped back, and I stepped on it, and I almost fell. And actually, it was funny because I tripped during a part that I wasn't actually singing yet. I was just strumming, and everybody's like, whoa. And I'm like, I'm okay.
I meant to do that, right? That was done on purpose. That was part of the show.
Actually, when I fall or something like that, I'm not like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm good. Let's continue. They always say when you're performing, if your string breaks, if you forget your lyrics, to keep on going. Because if you stop and say what's wrong, most of the time, people are not even knowing what's going on. They don't even know
it's going to bring it to their attention, and they're going to focus on that.
Most of the time, they don't even know if you forgot a lyric or if you messed it up, because they are too much watching the show that they're not paying attention. And actually, it's true. Most of the time, people will not even know unless you make it noticeable. Most of the time, they don't even know.
No, I know that for a fact, because in one of my videos that I made on YouTube, I made a mistake, and I had uploaded the video, and I had already gotten views and comments, and I'm like, oh my God, that mistake haunts me to this day, but no one has ever noticed.
But nobody has said anything?
No one. Not one person has brought up the mistake. And it's something that if you're paying attention, you could catch it. You know what I mean? But no one has brought it up. So I know for a fact that people
that means they never noticed it and never pointed out. One day, maybe one lucky person might find it, but you never know.
I'm going to give them a prize just for finding the mistake. Well, I have a huge favor to ask of you right now. I don't know if you're willing to do that, but would you like do a cappella, like sing for us right now?
Sure. All right. What song? I'll do
your choice. Your
okay.
choice. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Do you want me to do a verse, chorus, or just a chorus, or
whatever you want to do? I don't know enough about music to really ask anything specific.
All right. I love being put on the spot. By the way, it makes it better. All right,
that worked out.
Oh yeah, because I can't go down and grab my guitars in the basement. But I'll do one chance. It's about wanting the guy you like to give you a chance to go out with them, and actually that's actually a true story. I'm actually friends with that person right now, but the person knows I wrote the song about them and he loves it. But yeah. So it goes like this.
Okay.
Racing hard in class today when I see that smile come my way, and it's hard for me with a concrete chin to get knocked down, get up again. I don't want to stay behind these walls. I don't want to wait for him to call me. I just want to take the time it takes to make him know. If only I had one chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance and one more laugh, one more smile that makes us sad. There you go. Now go and listen to it to hear the rest.
Let me see if I have that song on the playlist today. It might be on there.
It should be on. It should be online. Yeah, but wow.
As a matter of fact, I have it in my playlist, so I'm going to play that song right now.
It's so different singing it a cappella, but all right, play it.
I'm going to play it right now. You did great.
Thank you.
I'm amazed. All right, I'm going to play that right now. If it will cooperate with me.
Racing hard in class today when I see that smile come my way, and it's hard for me with a concrete chin to get knocked down, get up again. I don't want to stay behind these walls. I don't want to wait for him to call me. I just want to take the time it takes to make him know. If only I had one chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance and one more laugh, one more smile that makes us sad. Days go by and 3 more weeks, and I'm stuck behind these memories, and it's hard for me to just let go, to just move on and start again. I don't want to stay behind these walls. I don't want to wait for him to call me. I just want to take the time it takes to make him know. If only I had one chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance and one more laugh, one more smile that makes us. I want the world around me stop spinning around. All the lights around me fade and flickers out. If you say you need me, don't say it's over now. One chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance. One chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see that you and I will always have just one more chance.
I have another question for you here. The song Frontline. What inspired that song?
Well, that's a good question, because when I was during that time, before I wrote that song, I was going through a lot of problems with my friends because, I was traveling, doing my music, and I was away from home, and I was feeling distant. And that's when I was starting to feel, why do I feel like I'm losing them? And that was before I did Hurt. That was a year before I wrote Hurt. So I wrote Frontline with Heather Murray in Vancouver. Because we weren't able to get together, we did it over Skype. And I told her what I wanted. The song is about, it's positive, so I want it to be upbeat. So, and I don't know why people hear Joan Jett in that song, but that's great. But I wasn't listening to Joan Jett when I was writing it. But the song,
but it's implanted in us because it automatically comes out. And I know when I was making a beat, someone mentioned a California rapper, and I was like, I wasn't even thinking of that person when I made the beat, right? But it's there. It's in your head, like you go with what you know.
I'll take the compliment. It's Joan Jett.
Right?
So the song is basically about going for what you want in life, knowing that you may lose people along the way. As well, you will make new friends, new people will come into your life. But no matter what, you're going for it. So, for example, I'm going for it. And if my friends want to stay or go, they can go. But I'm not stopping because they're not coming along with me. So that's why I'm saying I'm going for the front line. And that actually happened to me because I had to walk away from my friends because they didn't support me in what I was doing. And in life, you don't want to be around people who don't support you or don't comfort you or help you. Because if all they want you to do is help them and comfort them, that's not how a friendship works. You have to balance it. That's what somebody told me. Friendship is a balance. You help one person, you help the other. You're there for each other. I don't want to go too deep, but I had to walk away because I thought they were holding me back. And that's why I mentioned it's okay to walk away from people who are holding you back, having that negative energy. And I'm telling you, once I walked away from them, I got the opportunity to go to Nashville and write Kiss is a Killer's EP. And that's how Kiss is a Killer and Hurt came about. So,
that's amazing.
So sometimes if you push the negative away, positive will come.
Right, you got to clear the way for new opportunities.
You got to clear the way, and I don't know if you believe in God, but I believe that God was telling me it's the time to walk because when I was younger, in high school, I didn't walk away from my friends because you don't want to be alone because of the pressure and stuff in school. But as soon as I got older and then I felt like they're not growing up, they're still the same, they're not supporting me whatsoever, it's time to move on. And I think God was saying, it's okay. You're older now. You don't need them anymore. So I moved on. My God, my life has changed completely. Completely.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, I 100% believe in God. I know I had some emotional baggage that I was holding on to.
Yeah.
Just this year I had a crazy experience that literally I dropped all of it. And as soon as I did that, opportunities came knocking.
It's amazing,
left and right. Yeah. He just wants you to trust him. Just let go and I got you. You know what I mean? And that's very, very powerful.
Do you want to hear the story on how I got the label?
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, so I was about to give up. Literally that night, I was about to say hell with it. I go on my LinkedIn a year later from the last time I been on it. I get a message from somebody telling me that I should contact this label. And I'm like, okay, this is so God working right now.
Wow. And you haven't been on there in a year.
Yeah. I get that. And I get that message. And I'm like, oh my God, God is finally opening that door for me.
Yeah. And just like, what are the chances that you would open it that day?
And imagine if I didn't open it that day, I could have lost the opportunity too.
Right. Yeah, God is always working.
God works in mysterious ways, but my God, when He does it, it's amazing.
I was just talking to somebody yesterday how when God starts working in your life, you know, it seems like you're waiting forever for it to happen. But then when it does happen, it happens so fast. And I have in one of my poems, I say, you know, it took forever, but yet it happened so fast. Because you go from doing 20 miles an hour in the slow lane to doing 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. You're like, whoa, here we go. You know, and it's awesome the way things just roll and fall into place. I'd like to play Frontline right now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me bring up the song.
Awesome.
Well, I thought I had it queued. I'm tired.
Uh-huh.
All right, there we go. All right.
I never wanted it to be this way, and you're not gonna change my mind, baby, not this time, no way. Say, what you want, babe. It didn't take that long to get this strong, hey, hey. I'm gearing up for something big time. I'm ready, gonna make the headlines. Can't hold me back, I made up my mind. I'm taking my pedal to the front line. I'm gearing up for something big time. I'm ready, gonna make the headlines. Can't hold me back, I made up my mind. I'm taking my pedal to the front line, no. You can't stop me. Get out of my way. Watch me, here I come again. Wait. I'm gearing up for something big time. I'm ready, gonna make the headlines. Can't hold me back, I made up my mind. I'm taking my pedal to the front line. Moving to the top, it's where I belong. You can't drag me down. I've waited too long. I'm gearing up for something big time. I'm ready, gonna make the headlines. Can't hold me back, I made up my mind. I'm taking my pedal to the front line. I'm gearing up for something big time. I'm ready, gonna make the headlines. Can't hold me back, I made up my mind. I'm taking my pedal to the front line.
I think I gotta say that's my favorite one. That one is that's like a war cry right there. I think I'm gonna make that one of my alarms when I wake up in the morning. It takes like four. It takes like four of them to get me out of bed. I'm so comfortable. I'm like, do I really need to get up right now? Let me think about this. But anyways, it's been great meeting you. Your music is awesome. For anybody who's just tuning in, that was Frontline by Sabrina Fallah. You can find her on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music. Obviously, you can find her here on Stationhead. She's on a few different radio stations. I don't know if there's any in particular you want to tell them about to find your music.
Honestly, I don't even remember all of them myself.
That's a good feeling, right?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well,
But you might
you're
hear
on
me
so
on
many
the radio
stations.
near you. I don't know.
Well, for those of you that are here with me in Arizona, you can tune into 92.1, California 103.3, and again,
Yeah,
she's on
that
iHeartRadio. She's on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music, and many more platforms. Unfortunately, the last part of the recording from Stationhead did get a little messed up. There's some echoing and repetition in there. But you can find Sabrina also on YouTube. Follow her YouTube channel for all of the latest updates. Sabrina Fallah out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And now I'm going to wrap it up with just a taste of her music and call it a day.